All right, Shalom, Yashrala. This your brother Double Dot from GMS Tampa Bay 07, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that ruled well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions. All right, this is going to be the second part to the prior video I did dealing with the sex robots, all right? So now this is the second part of all of this. By 2050, humans will attend their own funerals as robots, futurologist says. On top of planning your pension and the future financial security, now's the time to put your money aside, download your brain data, according to the leading futurologist who says we will be attending our own funerals as robots by 2050. All right. So they speak on here about downloading your brain, downloading your brain's data. All right. You go on to YouTube and type in Barack Obama Brain Initiative Program. All right. It was in 2010 where Barack Obama put this into law, basically microchipping people in their brains, giving you the mark of the beast, basically signing in the law in 2010. All right. And the way he did it was to so-called fight Alzheimer's. All right. Basically the loss of your memory. All right. And, there was a update to that. It was like, oh yeah, we went down this path to do this and that. And we found out we could do this. But now, there's a luxury to it now, you got a fucked up memory in your mind. Like you was molested as a child. You want to get rid of that? Or we can get rid of that for you. Or you want us to implant, more positive memories in your mind. We could do that too. Really controlling your whole mind, But nevertheless, it says, they said that we'll be attending our own funerals by 2050. All right, let's round up. Well, we don't even got to round up, but let's just say it's 2018 now, right? 2 more years, 2020, right? I'm 30 years old now. So 2020 to 2050 is 30 years. So 30 years old that I am now, plus another 30 years from 2020 to 2050, plus the 2 years from 2018 to 2030 or 2020, that's only like 32 years. It's only 32 years, not too far off. I'd be 32 years old or something like that, or 62 years old, Slovakia. I'd still basically be alive. If we was going down that path like that, and if like my so-called health was up to, be at that age, I'd be still alive, if nothing else was to happen to me at that point in time, So basically in my so-called lifetime, if things was to go on that far, hey, this is pointing into telling you what times we in, all right? We in the times where all this futuristic robotic, the New World Order is, how do I say, is being started up right around you right now, all right? The mark of the beast ain't no future prophecy, man. The mark of the beast is right here, right now. They starting up that whole system as we speak right here, right now. All right. But it's not just, when we talk about the mark of the beast, it's going to be a chip implanted into your right hand or your forehead or implanted into you, It's not just that we're talking about. We got to talk about the whole infrastructure, the whole structure that it's based on. All right. And all the different things and all the different applications for it. All right. You see all these different things, exactly what time we in. All right. It says Dr. Ian Pearson, who has self-proclaimed 85% accuracy record when looking 10 to 15 years ahead, says humans will one day, in a not-so-distant future. Okay, now let me stop there. Whenever you have things like that where they say this person, who basically is like a prophet, and they're for these types of things, they predict the so-called future, and they give a year frame, Normally it's basically like those years in half or a little bit less than that. So they say 10 to 15 years, you could expect this in about 5 years. All right, basically is what they're saying. All right, but they basically just fishing out there with this here bait, so don't further alarm you. They put these stories out here to condition your mind and also to sample the waters to see how people would react to all of this. All right, it says humans will one day, and not in this too far distance, hook their minds up to external machines while alive to boost intelligence, improve memory, and sensor capacities. All right, so where it says improve memory, that's that Alzheimer's shit that Barack Obama was getting into, all right? But nevertheless, actually, I'm going to read the article, and I'm going to kind of pick some parts out a little later. It says, external IT capabilities mean your technology can connect to your brain seamlessly, so it feels exactly the same. Pearson. Furthermore, scientists say that when you physically die, almost all of your brain will still be functional as a machine. Actually, let me go back up. So, and this right now is the selling stage, all right? This is advertisement 101. So basically, when you're trying to advertise some shit like that, you take advantage of people's weaknesses, they insecurities, and things like that. You know, you take somebody's insecurity and then you boost it up, you magnify it into their face. All right. So, for example, so when you go in the grocery store and you see the women's magazines, Cosmo and shit like that, right? Read the cover of those magazines. That's what they do with all those magazines, all right? And that was another topic that I got into one time. I was like, yo, all this shit here is telling these women how fucked up they are. You know, the cover of the magazine will read something like this: 15 sex tips to make your sex life better in the bedroom. 5 ways to lose weight this summer. 5 makeup tips to get a better look or some shit like that. As if you already overweight, you too fat, you need to, slim down. You bad in the bedroom, you need to get better, so on and so forth, So that's like advertisement 101. They taking your insecurity, something you already insecure about, something you already hate about yourself, throwing it in your face, magnifying it, and then offering you a so-called solution. After they already broke you down, like, oh, well, shit, I could offer you this instead, So that's what is going on here, And in a time and a place where you got all these GMOs and shit like that going on around, people is sick and shit like that, Less and less people going to college with lesser educations and so on and so forth. What do they advertise to you? Well, I mean, if you sick, you obese, you got diabetes, you got cancer, you got an STD or some shit that you can't get rid of or some shit like that. Fuck it, we can give you this robotic body and you don't got to worry about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not smart enough to go to college, or you ain't got enough money to go to college. Well, fuck it, just get one of these robotic bodies and we just download the whole college program into your mind for like way less money. You see what I'm saying? Or you're not strong enough, or you're a so-called fat person and want to get skinny or something. Hey man, we can go ahead and hook you up with that. You see what I'm saying? This is advertisement 101. All right, they showing you your insecurities and then they boosting it in your face and offering you the solution. So what do they say? It says while allowed to boost intelligence, people always want to be smarter. That's why people go to college, to get higher learning. All right, improve memory. People wish they could remember more and more things. And a sensory capacity. All right, to be able to sense certain things. All right. Some people, like right now, you have some people that are a little blind or a little deaf, or the taste buds ain't all that good, or they just lacking all of that. Hey, they talking about we can give you all that back. It says external IT capabilities mean your technology can connect to your brain seamlessly, so it feels exactly the same. All right, and the picture of that is in the Matrix. All right, when they when they got Neo in that chair and they plugged him in the back of his mind. That's what it is, And like I didn't bring this article out in this here recording of the video, but just like in the movie The Matrix, they had those artificial wounds. They was producing people in and everything like that. That was one of the other articles I was bringing out, how they doing that same exact shit, where they don't need a man or a woman to do none of this shit from. All right, they can just basically create a baby in one of those little petri dishes or whatever you call them, little things, They just basically create the embryo out of that, and they can just put it in an artificial womb. Now they got a damn baby without neither a male or a female, But nevertheless, just like in the movie The Matrix, you're going to be born like that, all right? And they're going to plug your ass into a machine like that, all right? And with the virtual realities and augmented reality video games and shit like that, it's going to be just like The Matrix. They was living in the real world, where the real world was all fucked up like, But then they went into The Matrix. It was just like how we see the world today, basically, Or just imagine you a Guantanamo Bay inmate, right? You getting tortured in Guantanamo Bay, right? But or you just in prison there for the rest of your life, But they can make that shit way better. Like, you tired of living like that? We'll put this here headset on, and now we gonna transport you into your own island where you the king of the island. And you got nothing but the most finest bitches, and everybody bring you all the riches and the resources of the earth. You would never want to take that headset off because you're already in hell, all right, in Guantanamo Bay, all right? So for the people here that already hate themselves, hate their lives, everybody hating their lives and all the conditions and things going in, hey, how much more when you can create a fake-ass reality for them? Or you don't like your body the way your body look. That's why women get these breast implants, ass implants, lip implants. Some men even, as well as women, get plastic surgery. But when you can just keep, upgrading your whole body parts, that's going to be the best of the best, for these people. It says, furthermore, scientists say that when you physically die, almost all of your brain will still be functional as a machine. By around 2050, 99% of your mind is running on external IT rather than the meat wired in your brain, claimed Pearson in his blog. So, in less than like 30 years, you ain't gonna have your own brain and your own mind. You basically gonna be a damn I don't know if you would call it a cyborg or an android. Probably a cyborg. I don't know what the fuck you would call it, but nevertheless, Esau is basically trying to take basically your spirit away from every damn thing, because really we already got the same system already inside of us. Like when you think about things and how things really are, you know, when y'all see me, y'all not seeing me. You seeing my vehicle, my vessel, all right? Me is the spirit that's inside of me. Like if I was to die right there in front of you, you wouldn't see my spirit leave my body. You know what I'm saying? Although it's not there no more. But they tell you what, when you die, your body turn cold, you know? Or your body's always at 98.6 degrees. And the scriptures say that the Lord's angels are ministering fires, you know? So, you know, that's basically who you are, all right? And the so-called mainframe computer that's running all that is your brain through your nervous system, all right? But Esau's got what coming out? Morgellons disease to replace your nervous system, all right? Then he's got these RFID, well, not just the RFID chips, but these damn brain initiative programs with you plugging into your mind where they can upload and download into your mind bank, all right? They got all these different things going on right now, and you basically is coming into that system, right? But nevertheless, hold on, let me get back on it. It says, rather than the meat wired in your head, claimed Pearson in his blog. Again, you have that computer already in your head. It's called your brain. And then further deeper than that, you have like your spirit, you know? That's a little more deeper than just, you know, having just your brain, you know? But they trying to give you a completely mechanical one, like a robotic one, you know, a real computer, you know? In which, just like us, with our computer being our brain or our spirit inside of us, we was programmed by a programmer. The Most High is our programmer, all right? He programmed all of us, the good and the wicked, all right? Or the righteous and the wicked, you know? But Esau saying he wanted to be like the Most High is saying the same thing. Hey, man, look, I want to create human beings. I want to program in their mind what they going to like. I want to program their personalities and what they going to do and what they not going to do. I want to program every thought they got in their mind, every dream they have. I want to do all that. You know, if I want to give somebody nightmares, I want to do that. If I want to make somebody feel good about themselves, I want to do that. All right. And Esau's already doing a lot of this stuff on different levels, you know, with like the gay bomb. All right. Or they got another little bomb that they drop basically in like the hood and stuff like that turn Jacob to get them to start fighting with each other. All right. So he's already controlling the minds. He got mind control. What do you think propaganda is or television is? All right. It says, when your human body eventually gives into inevitable fate, inevitable fatal deterioration, Pearson says, assuming you saved enough money and prepared well, you can simply transfer your brain data to an android, attend your funeral, then carry on as before, still you, just in a younger, highly upgraded body. There's a lot of stuff in this one. It says, now they're going to get into this money deal, a couple things, but really showing you the signs like, yo, the first wave of these things is going to be like the little cheaper versions of these shits, right? And they tell us if you got the money, you can get the good shit. Well, just like when you get pulled over, or you get pulled over, or whatever, whatnot, or you about to get arrested, they tell you, you know, you got a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. All right. And if you know about those type of systems, the ones that's appointed for you, they're not working for you. They're working for the court systems in which they're getting paid from. So they're not your friend to begin with. All right. But it says you can we were saying something about if you could afford one. Right here it says, Pearson says, assuming you've saved enough and prepared well, you can simply transfer your brain data into the android, right? So, but if you don't have the money at that point in time, then what? You're gonna get one of these low-level robots or whatever, whatnot, and you know, shit's not gonna go well for you. Shit's not going well for you anyway. If you take this goddamn RFID chip, you even trying to get into any of this shit, all right? Because you're gonna need an RFID chip to run all of this, all right? But nevertheless, it says, and this is part of the advertisement, you know, they magnify your downfalls, your weaknesses, your insecurities, all right? It says you can carry on after you die, right? You can carry on. Still you, just a younger, highly upgraded body. All right. And when people get older, one thing they want to do is go back to being younger again. You know, they always say, oh, I wish I was younger. You know, look at these people getting facelifts, Botox injections, all this plastic surgery and shit like that to do what? To look younger, all right? And then also people want so-called upgraded bodies. In one sense, you do have these so-called hackers who want to hack their body to get access to a door or whatever, these super lazy ass fuckers. But also you have other people who want to upgrade their body in just a regular sense. Like I was saying, well, in one way you can get ass implants and breast implants, so on and so forth. But you have some people, like, let's say you have a really fat person, right? They want to lose all this weight, but they just having problems with it. Well, if you can just go buy a whole new body, the perfect build that you ain't got to take care of, hey, why not? So again, just going off of their insecurities and things that they hate, magnified into their face, like, oh shit, I can get an upgraded body. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to work out. I ain't got to stop eating these foods or whatever, whatnot. Some people may need to wait to 2060 or later until Android prices fall enough for them to offer one. How do they know the Android prices already if y'all ain't even developed the shit? See what I'm saying? It says, he says, in principle, you can swap bodies as often as you like because your mind is a resident elsewhere. The Android is just temporarily front end for transport of sensors, all right? Being that your mind ain't your mind. Your mind is goddamn controlled by Esau. However, as humans have come to learn with personal data, the question as to who owns your proverbial brain after you physically vacated the planet is an important one. Like any fine print, the deal that feels too good to be true. Pearson explained that because data will be stored on the cloud, not your personal server, it could be owned by Google, Facebook, Apple, or some future equivalent. And really, when you look at these companies, they own up all these other companies that you would use. Basically, if you're using the app on your damn phone, it's owned by one of these main companies, basically. And in all reality, if the government, if you understand about the Alphabet Corporation or the Alphabet Company, right, which is the parent company to Google, all right, and Google is a big parent company to a lot of other companies like YouTube. You see what I'm saying? When they want to take over and dominate every damn thing, which the majority of people are already using, they just have the government take over it, And they mention Facebook here. If Facebook is it's not necessarily a private company no more because it went public, but if it's such a private company just founded by some dude in college, why is it that the government feel a right to bring his ass into court procedures with Congress and shit like that, all right? Or why is this dealing with so-called governmental levels as if the government got their hand in something small like that, all right? At one point in time, you're going to have one system where the damn so-called white man and his government is going to take over all these organizations, more or less, to say, just to police all you people. And it's not to say that all these ain't just front companies anyway for the CIA and the FBI anyway, okay? It says so much like selling your soul to the devil, consumers will be tasked with selling their inner life works of knowledge and memories for a version of immortality. You may, in fact, no longer own your mind, all right? And, hey, going into it, to all this shit, this is the system that Esau's trying to put into place. This new world order, all right? This whole system with all these, with the mark of the beast chip, all right? This is the system in a society he would have you live under, all right? And how's he going to start destroying you, all right? It's going to be just like in the Matrix, all right? I didn't add into this video about the babies being born. The embryos being created, all right? But it was just like they did in the movie The Matrix with the artificial wombs when Neo was first reborn, all right? But, with the Japanese sex robots, this is the new exciting thing. Everybody want to do this. It's the new trend, Everybody going to start getting used to that, getting used to these robots, How much more way to get people used to robots than giving it to them in a sexual way where they can be as sexual perverse with them as they want. Can't nobody tell them nothing about it. And they can just, have all the fun they want to have, all right? When they get so comfortable with those and living with those as their husbands and their wives, they can be like, I might as well just marry one of these motherfuckers. And if they're a robot, why don't I just make myself robotic as well, too? All right? And further, like I said, man, hey, they ain't gonna necessarily have to force a damn RFID chip on every damn body. These people here gonna be willingly wanting to take the damn thing, all right? And so, like I said, as you see these things come to play, all right, and neither one of these articles that I bring out really the RFID chip or main article dealing with those things, but all these things are puzzle pieces to this one system, If you see somebody laying down railroad tracks, you better believe your bottom dollar that one day along the lines, it's going to be a train that come down them damn tracks. They just go together like that. Trains and train tracks just go together. All right, so a system and an infrastructure, well, all these little different items that we see pop up only could be implemented in an infrastructure that's set up for all this stuff, all right? D-Wave computers to fastly process all this stuff, All right, 5G internet for all this stuff to be connectability to the network and the cloud server and stuff like that. All right. Then you also have your AI to be able to construct all this stuff, manage all this data that we're gonna be having. All right. If you think that there's a lot of data, if they mine Facebook and all that stuff, you need robots to mine data on Facebook. Every human being on the planet Earth is not on Facebook. Me, for myself personally, I'm not on Facebook. All right. So for you to have all the data from everybody and their whole mindset and everything they've ever thought, ever came up with, everything like that, which that's not all posted on Facebook. But if you have a chip and a way of access inside of every human being's brains on the planet Earth, and that's a lot more data. You're going to need something to be able to process all that data way quicker, way faster than any human being. Look into D-Wave computers. That's the system they got for it, all right? Smart cities, smart grids, with the RFID chip, the cryptocurrencies, Morgellons disease. All of these different things is all, if you put them all together, you have this market beast system that we are damn near living in right now. Like this article said, they already selling the sex robots right now. And all they got to do is just really take off, and then they get to the version 2 and 3, all right? So Lord willing, these here lessons or these articles was edifying. Until next time, I say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions. Stay strong. Shalom.